What is up, everyone? I'm Igor, welcome to my workshop. It's been quite a while since my last video and there has been some news. Recently this channel has passed 500 subscribers. Wow, and I seriously mean this. This number may seem laughably small and, nothing to brag about really. But on the other hand, there are hundreds of towns in the USA with fewer than 500 residents. This really means to me that over 500 people decided that my rants are not only worth listening to, but actually worth coming back and even waiting for the new ones. So guys, I wanted to sincerely thank you for all your support and engagement, and I do my best to stay engaged with you as well. So today, as a kind of a special, I will show you how to extract and 3D print models from one of the recent hits and one of my favorite games, Doom Eternal. So let's get started, shall we? Before we begin, a word of warning. There is no problem in printing these toys for yourselves, for your enjoyment, but please, please, please don't try to sell them or otherwise make profit from them. You'll get yourself in a trouble by doing so, since the owner of these models is Bethesda Softworks LLC. So with that disclaimer out of the way, here are the tools that we will need. First of all, I obviously have Doom Eternal installed on my machine. I'm going to use a tool aptly called Vega to extract the models.
Hello, I am Vega, the sentient intelligence assigned to Mars.
I'm also going to use Blender to touch up the models, Meshmixer and Netfabb. There's a wall of fame in the Doom Fortress where you can see all the character toys you found during the game. I'm going to extract and prepare an arachnotron and Khan Maykr models. Then I will print one of them on an SLA printer and the other one on an FDM machine. Okay, we'll begin with opening Vega. And click load file here. You need this one, game resources.resources. Oh, and by the way, it's in the regular location for all Steam applications, so Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, Doom Eternal base. Again, need this one. Now let me show you the settings. So I've turned off animations, images, and materials. I don't need those. I'm only gonna load models, and actually I'm gonna switch to SE model, and I'll explain later why. Okay, that's it. Now we need to find our toys, and to do that you basically type the name here. I believe it's _ toy. Yep, these are our toys. Okay, you know what, I'll actually click export all. It shouldn't take very long. And it's complete. So yeah, here these are the exported files along with the Vega executable. Go to models, yeah, there are our toys. So I'm gonna close Vega, we won't need it anymore. And next I'm gonna use Blender for a few touch-ups on one of the models. So again, this is Blender 2.82 with the SE model plugin installed. The link is going to be there in description. So let's delete this cube, file, import, and I have this SE model option. Go to Vega, exported files, models, and I'm gonna what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna export Khan Maykr, I'm sorry, import Khan Maykr toy. And here is she. Okay, now I need to do a few touch-ups on this model. So I printed this model before, and one of the problems with this model is this apron or skirt. It's kind of thin and flimsy right there when it is attached to the body. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select it, go to edit mode, oops, okay, and I'm gonna select move. I'm gonna pull in some of these vertices just like this, so it kind of overlaps with the body. Like this, maybe like this, this. I don't care about all these overlaps and messing up the and intercepts and intersections. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna run this model through Netfabb anyway. Yeah, like this, like this. Maybe give it a little bit more meat here. So let's see if we messed up the outside. No. Okay. So this should give it a little bit more material here when it connects to the body. Alright, and what I would like to do is I like to go to modifiers, and I'm gonna add the subdivision surface modifier. I'm not gonna do any fancy sculpting here. I'm just gonna like highlight the model details, maybe increase these numbers a little. See if that does anything. See if it crashes Blender. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, I tried playing with different options here. It doesn't really make a lot of difference, so I'm gonna leave it like this. And do file, export, STL, and again I'm gonna export it next. Models, Khan Maykr. So this is gonna be our Khan Maykr. Let's call it Khan Maykr raw because we will be processing it further. Okay, export STL. Boom. Oops. So yeah, here is our STL file. Okay, let's delete Khan Maykr and let's import an arachnotron. I like these bastards. Nice. That's a nice looking model. I'm not gonna do anything about it. The only yeah, I mean, I like it the way it is, so I'll just add him and the same modifier here, subdivision surface. Not that I see a ton of difference between 1 and 3, but yeah, so if I turn it off, see how it highlights the details by... Again, I'm not gonna do any... I could probably use the sculpting feature and like add a little bit more details here, but well, I only have a mouse. And it's not very convenient to do sculpting with a mouse. Anyway, export to STL, and this one goes here. Arachnotron row. Cool. So that is pretty much it. I guess we are done. Okay, I'm gonna close Blender. We won't need it anymore. And what do we do? Oh, let's go to Meshmixer. Okay, let's start with importing our Khan Maykr model. Models. Khan Maykr. Come on. Yeah, there she is. Nicely looking model. Yeah, there are a lot of problems here and here, and God knows what's in there. Oh yeah, it needs repair. But before we do that, let's go to analysis, units, and dimensions. So it's actually only 20 millimeters tall. I'm gonna make her 200 millimeters. How about that? And let's export as Khan Maykr resized. All right, now let's open Netfabb and upload our resized model. Files, models. Okay, this one. All right, I'm gonna let it run. Meanwhile, let me switch back to Meshmixer. And I'm gonna import, replace, and I'm gonna import our arachnotron. Since I plan to print it on an SLA machine, I need to hollow it, and let's see if it needs any repairs. Netfabb is running very slowly. Okay, let me put this aside for now. So here is our arachnotron. Looks pretty cool. There may be some minor problems here and here, but I think, you know what? I don't think this is going to be a problem. So let's do this. Let's resize it, and it's currently, what is it, 23 by 22 millimeters. I'm gonna make it, how about, I don't know, 80? Okay. So now I'm gonna go to edit and hollow. Netfabb is processing. So let's see how our hollow looks like. So 2 millimeters, I'll make it 1.5. Let's see how this looks like. This is looking pretty good. Okay, now let's add some holes. I'll definitely add a hole here. I don't know, maybe another hole or two on his belly. Yeah, that'll do. And I also want to add holes on his legs right here on the tips, because these parts are going to be hollow and I want to be able to wash them from the inside with a syringe full of isopropanol. Let's see, maybe about a hole right here in his mouth. Okay, well, let's see how that works. In the meantime, our Netfabb still processing. Okay. Come on, it may take some time. Has it crashed, I wonder? It's taken way too long. That's odd. Yeah, it feels like oh, no. Whew. That's a relief. Okay, so we have these 3 holes out of 4. Yeah, I've seen this before. Unfortunately, the only way is to undo it and repeat this process. So this is our hollow. So let's make sure we are flat and let's try to put holes. That's exactly how I do not want them to be. Okay, maybe so it's as vertical as possible. Okay, let's try one more time. This one's here. This one's here. This one's here. Yeah, like this. And this one's here. And okay, well, let's see if this works. And here. All right, let's give it a minute. That's interesting. Netfabb is still working. Huh. It's taking way too long. I mean, I've seen this before. I've seen this happening, but that's unfortunate. One thing that may help resolve this issue with disappearing holes is why is it not here? I wonder if I
try hollowing it up again, and is it gonna work? No, it's not gonna work. All right, in that case, let me Control Z one more time. What may help is to decrease the size of those holes. In fact, I'm going to remove all these 4 holes, and I'll make them maybe 1 millimeter. Make those holes 1 millimeter. Fortunately, you cannot have holes with different diameters, or at least I don't know how to make holes with different diameters. If you guys know how to do that, let me know. Why is this hole? Okay, I hope this is gonna be okay. And you know, if not, then well, screw it. Oh, Netfabb is definitely not cooperating with me today. Okay. Oh, finally. So it's, oh, I've closed the tab, but it's finally downloading it. See, it's very slow. I don't know. Is it something with my internet, or is it something with Netfabb, with the Netfabb site? But, okay. Now let's check out. Okay, so the holes are in place. That'll do. So I'm gonna export it as arachnotron hollow. See, it's still downloading that file. It's only like what, 63 megabytes. Okay, well, it happens. Okay, we're done here. We're gonna close Meshmixer, and we are actually ready to slice our models. So let's start with an arachnotron. So I'm gonna open ChiTuBox. No, thank you. And I'm gonna import our hollowed out toy. Yeah, it's probably a little bit too large, so I'm gonna rotate it 90 degrees. Maybe this way. Let's scale it. What do we have? Do I want to print it like that? So I'll put a bunch of supports here everywhere. My only concern is his teeth. I don't want to have supports here, really. I really don't want to have supports there. Oh well. You know, let's do this. So it's 80. Let's maybe make it a little bit, even a little bit smaller. So see, it's actually sticking out a little bit. Maybe like 78%, 75-ish. Okay, well, let it be 75%. Okay, let's add. I'm gonna use medium supports. I'm gonna put them everywhere. And then I'll probably we'll have to go inside the model and remove the internal supports, or maybe not. We'll see. Okay, what do we have? This is good. This is okay. Should be enough. Maybe plop a few supports here and there. I don't know why. This one needs supports. It doesn't need them any further. Let's see what's going on inside here. Gosh. Let's see, does it really need all these internal supports? In my experience, they are pretty much never needed. So let's see, it's actually quite smooth. Let's see. I don't see any obvious islands appearing anywhere around here. Yeah, then that's gonna close up. Yeah, you know, I'll probably just delete all those internal supports. I don't like them. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but you know, whatever. It's gonna be just a waste of resin. I mean, I plan to paint it anyway, so they won't be visible. But again, I think it's gonna be just wasted resin and nothing more. What do we have here? This, remove that. What's this? Okay, even more stuff here. Okay, these smaller ones. I don't know. Okay. I'd say that'll do. Let's slice it. And meanwhile, I will run Cura. Slicing, slicing, slicing. Boom. Let's see. Yeah, no real islands here. Oh, yeah. Should work. I'm gonna save it. And that's it. That's it for the arachnotron. Okay, no, thank you. Not today. Oh, yeah, I actually need to go here. This is our Khan Maykr resized fixed. Beautiful. Beautiful. Is it just me, or she's like, the model is not touching the plate. Oh, well, yeah, see, the problem here is this apron is actually a little bit longer than these legs, tentacles. So what I'm gonna do for the stability purposes is, by the way, see, there's like a bulge here, so it should be nicely attached to the body now. No, I'm gonna move it, and I'm gonna move it down. Let's see, how about -1 millimeter? Oops, maybe to -2. Okay, so now these tentacles have like nice surface here, so maybe -3. Okay, now all four are touching. Okay. The bottom will be cut off, but I actually kind of like it this way. Again, I printed this model before, and I know that certain pieces can be unstable while printing, so I mentioned these this front skirt, apron, and the other problematic area is this this area, because I actually had supports detaching from here, and this this part looked pretty bad, but let's see. Maybe what I'll do is I'll add more supports here. Okay, I'm gonna resize this thing. I don't need uniform scaling. I'm gonna do it like this and like this. Yeah. Okay, now let's go to per model settings, and we'll select print as support. So now this whole block will be printed as support. I'll probably move it down. Yeah, I'll also make it a little bit thinner. I don't need it that thick. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, well, you know, let's actually slice it and see how it looks. Let me check my supports. Okay, so it's everywhere. 50, yeah, should be enough. Okay, let's see. Let's see how the supports look like. And this model needs a lot of supports, like, you know, everywhere around here and here. And, you know, these horns, they need to be supported all the way from the bottom. I had some problems with supports detaching here around the chin area. Ooh, that's a lot of supports. But I expected this, so this is our block of supports here. And as I said, these horns need to be supported all the way from the bottom. I could probably edit this model a little bit, but nah, I won't. Yeah, this should work. See how this the back of her skirt is now surrounded with supports. This is exactly what I was looking for. Okay, let's save it. I'm gonna save it right here. All right, let's go print them. One thing I almost forgot. Let me go back to Vega. Vega. But this time I'm gonna change to OBJ file. I mean, this is a standard format, and it should work with Blender without any add-ons, any plugins. But let me show you something, and maybe you guys can explain what I'm doing wrong. I'm gonna export just Khan Maykr toy, so export selected. Go back to Blender, general. So now go file, import OBJ file. Yeah. So this is our OBJ file. So see, well, again, honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing in Blender. I just learned a thing or two. Well, first of all, it's well, I don't know, for some reason it's black instead of gray. If somebody could explain me what that means, I'll be very grateful. But let me go to edit mode here, and let me try moving one of these vertices. See what's happening. So the problem is, in this OBJ model, in this OBJ format, the triangles are not connected. So see, I can like take one here, just completely move it. So I don't know if this is something that I'm doing wrong in see, so I've completely ripped off this triangle. So am I doing something wrong here? Is there any way like to combine these, to connect all the triangles in Blender? I quickly googled for it, and honestly I couldn't find anything. So if there is somebody with Blender expertise and who knows how to do that, well, just let me know in the comments, because again, if this method worked, then you wouldn't even need any plugins to be installed for Blender. I don't know, is this something with Blender, or is this something with the way Vega exports these OBJ files? But anyway, I've given up. I've installed that SE model plugin, and it just works. So yeah, guys, again, any help is appreciated.
And here they are. Things of beauty, aren't they? I've primed the arachnotron model with a spray primer, painted it with flat black paint, and then sprayed it with silver spray paint. The Khan Maykr toy is printed in PLA, and honestly I'm not very happy with this inland silk gold PLA quality. This is not the first time I print with it, and it seems to have poor layer adhesion, and thickness is very uneven. I even had it stuck once in the filament runout sensor and mess up the print. Also, this is the first model, and you can probably spot defects on the back of the skirt because of the detached supports.
Activating the portal now.
And that's all for today's video. I hope you liked it and perhaps decided to bring a few virtual trophies into the real world yourself. In one of my previous videos, I extracted and 3D printed models from StarCraft 2, so you may want to check that one as well. The link is going to be in the description, and I'll also add a card about here. Again, I want to thank you all for your support of this channel. Your likes, comments, and subscriptions really keep me motivated. Thanks for watching, happy tinkering, stay safe in these troubled times, support each other, and don't forget to have fun. Bye!